What makes you want to be an MC?
Oof. I'm about to give you a little more backstory on this.
I believe it.
All right, so it's funny enough. Like I was actually really sheltered as a kid. Like my parents, like my dad, he immigrated here from Mexico, and he was just in the streets his whole life. So he really didn't want me to be in the streets at all. So they tried their best to like shelter me from stuff. So when I first heard rap music, I was like 10, and I was just shocked. I was like, these guys have these big ass chains, and they got all the cars and all the girls, and I'm like, you guys are getting paid millions of dollars to just say bad words. So I was like, I want to get paid millions to say bad words. Like I like saying bad words. So that's how it started. And I think around this time, like what was popping was like them franchise boys and like Soldier Boy, and I was like, this shit is ass. Like I could write a better song than this. Like I know I can. So I just put the pen to the paper at like 10, wrote my first raps and whatnot. But I would say what motivates me the most is not a particular like MC or anything like that. It's more so just wanting to prove that I'm better than other people doing it. And it sounds kind of conceited, I know. But I think it's just that drive and that hunger to want to be the best that really makes artists be great. And that's what motivates me, is just trying to be the best at what I do.
Okay, okay. So who was actually the first like few rappers that you heard when you first heard rap music?
It
Like,
was
oh,
50 Cent, PIMP. I could hear it in my head. I was in fifth grade. My homies like had this CD player. And then after that, my other homie put me on game, and I was listening to nothing but Dipset and Jim Jones, Cameron, Joel Santana, all them, and I was on that heavy throughout like middle school, and then like it was like 2004, 2005, so the hyphy era, of course, a lot of Mr. Fab, a lot of Mac Dre, E40, Keek the Sneak, like all just I just kind of soak in game from everywhere. I feel like all there's so many subgenres in rap that you can kind of listen to so and so, take pieces, and everybody has some game they can give you potentially.
okay. So when you mentioned everybody you just named that you influenced and that you listened to growing up, though, music don't sound nothing like that.
No.
Nothing like the 50 Cent. Maybe hints of like the Dipset, like the dark, hard, sludgy beats that sound like you dragging a cat down the alley or some shit. But that style you have is more of the style we used to hear from like 2010
hmm
to now.
hmm
So where does that musical sound come from?
For me, what I was struggling with, like I said, I started writing raps when I was 10, and like I think most like other artists can attest to this too. Like when you're 10 years old, like you have zero life experience, right? So I was over here like rapping about like fucking hoes and like making it rain at the strip club. I'm 10 years old. I've never done this before. So as I grew, and I was like, I want my music to reflect what I'm actually living. So at the time, like I was, I'm not proud of it, but I was selling drugs. I was doing drugs, and I think at around that point in time, what was popping was like Schoolboy Q, like Oxymoron, Danny Brown, Flatbush Zombies, and that sort of like realm for like, oh, like you don't have to rap about being the drug seller. You could also rap about being a drug consumer, and it influenced the beats in these sort of dark melodic ways. And I gravitate to that sort of dark sound. So it's like, oh, this is kind of like a niche that reflects what I'm kind of going through in life right now. And I think that sound really influenced.
Now we get
I think the two of them kind of influenced each other. Like the lifestyle influenced the music, and the music kind of influenced the lifestyle at the same time.